Finding problems? That's easy. They exist in every community. I'm Terry Springs, your host. We're looking deeper, and we are talking solutions, finding out how we all can make a difference. Now on Talking Solutions, I want to welcome Phil Luna. You're in charge of the McCaw School of Mines in Henderson?
Yes, I'm the executive director for the McCaw School of Mines Foundation, which is the nonprofit organization that oversees the McCaw School of Mines.
You know, Phil, I have to be honest. I got a message on our Talking Solutions Facebook page. I believe it was Cynthia Liberatore. And she said, how do we get something discussed on Talking Solutions? Because I'm always open to finding out about great things in our community. And I said, tell me what it's about. And she said, McCaw School of Mines. We want to spread the word in Henderson. I know mining is very important to the past, present, and future of Nevada. But I didn't know we had in the metro area a McCaw School of Mines.
Yeah, a lot of people don't. In fact, the McCaw School of Mines has been around since 1996, 22 years they've been there. We're on the property of the Gordon McCaw Steam Academy out in Henderson, so we're partners with them, and we are the only simulated underground gold mine in the state. And so we are designed to have especially elementary age children come and do tours of our facility. They can go through the simulated mine. We have exhibits on the grounds showing mining and really teaching them about the mining industry. A lot of people don't realize how much of their life have to do with the mining industry. If it's not grown, it has to be mined. And so even the things we have, our cell phones, our toothpaste, a lot of these things we couldn't even have if we didn't have mining. And a lot of people don't realize that. And so we're educating children about that. We have a lot of CCSD tours. In fact, about 2/3 of the tours that we do are CCSD fourth graders who come through. And I call ourselves the one spot here that most people don't know about that's had 100,000 visitors. This last year, we celebrated our 100,000th visitor to the mines.
So it's a well-kept secret, but it's had all kinds of people coming through there, especially school kids.
Correct.
It's the McCaw School of Mines on the campus of Gordon McCaw Elementary School, the STEAM Academy there in Henderson.
Yes.
Once I found out about it, I started looking it up online. And you mentioned a moment ago about it being a virtual gold mine, which in my head says extremely safe compared to the real thing.
That's true. It is a simulated mine. However, it's very realistic. In fact, one of the people who helped in the design of it 22 years ago was someone that worked on the Indiana Jones ride down at Disneyland.
Whoa.
And so it's a very realistic underground mine. And, you know, Nevada's called the Silver State.
Yes.
Because we produce a lot of silver, and
Yes.
that's part of how we were born.
But that's not all, is it?
No, in fact, we really should be called the Gold State because people don't know that Nevada produces 83% of all of the gold in the country, much more than anyone else. And silver, we're a little bit behind, actually, from Alaska. They produce a little bit more silver than we do, but we still are the Silver State. And yet in gold, we are far and beyond the other states.
And there's got to be a lot of other valuable materials also mined. When I think of mining, I think a lot of people maybe share this idea. You kind of think of northern Nevada as being the source of a lot of that, especially the gold production that you referred to.
Yeah, in fact, that's true. Many of the mines are more in the north area, but, you know, we have some around here as well. Very important for our state. And some of our biggest supporters are the mining companies. Barrick Gold has offices here, and Newmont Mining and Kinross. Those three mining companies are really important to us in supporting our vision of what we do at McCaw School of Mines.
Phil Luna is the executive director of the McCaw School of Mines Foundation. I didn't even know it was here. Is the purpose of the McCaw School of Mines to educate kids on what we have here in Nevada and maybe inspire them to pursue that kind of education or that future career?
Well, that's certainly part of what we do in the tours that we provide is we like to give them exposure to mining as a possible career choice and just really expose them to the concept of mining. A lot of people have a wrong concept of mining. They think that mining companies are coming in and destroying the land. And maybe years ago that could have been the case. But in the modern mining that they do today, that's not the case at all. There's a huge emphasis on and reclamation, making sure that when they go in that they are not damaging to the environment. And when they leave, they put it back and make it look as if they had never been there. Replanting trees and helping wildlife reassociate with the land and all of that. The mining companies anymore are being very responsible. So we want people to know about that as well and give them a real positive view of what the mining industry is doing.
Well, Phil, that's a much different mental picture. And for instance, just months ago here in the southwest part of the valley, they were closing up some of those old mine entrances, long ago abandoned. It's not like you're going to go find whoever the miner was 100 years ago who was digging in that mountain. But for the safety of the public and school kids, we want to close up those mines.
Yeah, and safety, in fact, is a very important aspect as well to the mining companies and what we share there, because there are a lot of mines that are still out there in Nevada. And when people are out hiking, they need to be very careful because some of those can be very dangerous. And I always tell kids that come to our place, if you're out hiking and you see a pile of dirt, you know it had to have come out of a hole.
Somewhere.
And so there's got to be a hole nearby and you've got to be careful. That's something else that we really try to impress upon the kids that go through our tours is when you're going around places, you've got to be very safe and careful.
We're talking with Phil Luna with the McCaw School of Mines in Henderson, the foundation. Cynthia had mentioned in some of our correspondence before the interview hit today, she mentioned that one of the reasons why they wanted to come and talk with us today is to spread awareness of the school, of course, which makes perfect sense, but also before the school year starts, also trying to make teachers especially aware of the existence of the McCaw School of Mining so that they can book tours, and especially with CCSD students. You mentioned, Phil, that you've now had 100,000 visitors, most of them, I'm sure, school kids. Do you target a certain age? Is it mostly those upper elementary grades? I saw like 4th, 5th, 6th grades, that age of student.
Well, because we're partnered with CCSD, we primarily are available so that the Clark County School District schools have a destination for bringing their kids. And so the majority of our tours are for them. But we open it up to any groups. We begin our registration for the coming year in August. And usually within about 10 days or 2 weeks, we're completely full for the whole year. And so I encourage people to look at our website, McCawMines.org, and you can see the timing of that. But we have groups that come in, Boy Scout groups, Girl Scout groups. We have senior citizen complexes that will bring their people over. We have private schools and religious schools, all type of groups that come in and do tours of our facilities throughout the year. And our tours mainly run from about the middle of September through the middle of May.
Well, who doesn't want to go be part of a virtual gold mine? Man, even I want to go do that.
It's a lot of fun. You not only get to see great things, but we also have a panning room where people can actually pan for gold. They get a lot of hands-on experiences at our facility.
Pretend you're a prospector. That sounds like fun. And I saw on the website it says, kids dig it. Yeah. It sounds like you've got a lot of cool things. Now, with the partnership the McCaw School of Mines has in Henderson with the Clark County School District, there is already a relationship there. As you mentioned a moment ago, a lot of other groups get involved too. From what I was seeing on the website, just a nominal fee to get involved if you're not part of CCSD. But it's nothing that should keep anybody away. It sounds like such a good time.
It's a very small donation. It just helps us. We're run on donations. That's how we survive, by generous people giving donations and a lot of companies that believe in our vision. But we want anyone that would like to come to be able to come, and we would like to be open more often. The only thing that's keeping us from being open more often really is even volunteers. We're volunteer run, and we have our set of docents that lead the tours. We're always looking for people that can come and help be a tour guide. Even if you don't have any background in the mining industry, we can train you as long as you enjoy people, enjoy kids, and would like to lead tours, and we can train people and they can volunteer with us at McCaw School of Mines.
Perfect timing, Phil, because every time we have somebody in for Talking Solutions, we always ask, what can we do to help you?
One of the biggest things, we're always looking for good people that are interested in being volunteers with us. And of course, we're always looking for those that want to get involved with us on a sponsorship level, that as well. So those are probably our two biggest needs. And we're looking to expand. We have still some more property there where we have room for more exhibits. We're bringing in more modern mining. A lot of the things you'll see out there are the historic mining aspects.
Sure.
And we're trying to put even more of the modern mining experience experience out there. We've got one room that's dedicated in our mine to women in mining. And so we're wanting to make sure that when people come, they get a full view of what the mining industry is like, where it's been, where it is today, and also where it's going.
That's important. It's the past, present, and future.
Yes.
Because there is a true future for mining here in Nevada, and it's a big part of our state.
Absolutely.
I think about that mental picture that I referred to. You think about the old black and white movies with the miners and the helmets, and then you think about what's going on today. As you said, Nevada is such a huge producer of U.S. gold, 83%. That's a big number.
Yeah, it is.
The main producer for gold in the country, even though we're called the Silver State. But a lot of different things, I would imagine, being mined.
Yes, all different kinds of minerals and precious materials that we use in our everyday things. I think people would be shocked if they realized how much of what they have in their everyday life they would not have if they didn't have the things that come out of the ground. Look at your house, the drywall and all the things that come out of the ground have to be
like
mined.
gypsum and stuff.
Absolutely. But you say, well, most of the house is made of wood and wood's grown. That's true. But the tools to cut the things that are grown are things that have to be mined in order to make the tools.
Because they're metal.
That's right.
So where did we get the metal?
Yeah.
There are so many things, obviously, that are part of mining.
Yeah. My background isn't in mining, and so I was shocked to learn so many of these things myself when I came in there and began working for them. My background is in nonprofits. They brought me in to help build the organization. I've been there now a year, and it was already a great organization. And they brought me in to help implement some new things and go in some new directions. And so I've been having to learn a lot of these things myself. And the light bulb's been going on in my mind as I see how important this is. And so it just gets me more excited about helping lead this organization.
Phil Luna is with the McCaw School of Mining Foundation. Are they actually then a 501c3 charity?
We are a 501c3 and have been from our inception. It was originally started out of the Gordon McCaw Elementary School next door. One of the classes there had a project where they were building a papier-mâché mine in their classroom. And it was out of that idea they began to get this idea of making a full-blown mine on the property there that they could use as a field trip destination for other schools. It literally came right out of that elementary school. And then they had the vision. Back then, it was the principal and some of the teachers that were there were on the original board. And of course, we have a governing board as a 501c3. It is now a separate organization, but we are closely knit partner with CCSD and with the elementary school next door to us. We couldn't exist without them.
I just love the imagination of children. They come up with so many things, and it sounds like they were the genesis of the McCaw School of Mining.
And they're a very important part of what we continue to do, because out of Gordon McCaw Elementary, we have a group of 4th and 5th graders called the Mighty Miners. And the Mighty Miners are some of our tour leaders. So every day when we give tours for other groups, we have a group from Gordon McCaw, the Mighty Miners group, that are actually leading some of those tours. They go through special training and they learn all about the aspects of mining and about what we have there. And it's exciting to watch these 4th and 5th graders. They're leading groups. Some of them are leading groups that are all adults.
Kids are amazing. And the McCaw School of Mines, you mentioned, came out of the minds of children. It's been created, this virtual gold mine, which sounds really fascinating, and all the stuff that you have around that experience. It's open. If you had more volunteers and more sponsors and more donations, you could be open even more.
Yes.
But you're getting ready to open up bookings for classes and groups for this coming school year, and you'll do that, as you mentioned, in August.
Yes.
But it books up fast.
It does.
So if somebody was wanting to find out more about the McCaw School of Mines, booking a tour, information, or maybe you're a kid who's curious and you didn't really think about the fact that mining in Nevada is part of a whole STEAM education, part of a career opportunity, because there are a lot of good jobs in mining.
Very well paying from what I find.
So would you start on the website?
The best thing to find out about our organization is to go to our website at mccawmines.org. That's MCCAWMINES.org. And you can find information about mining. You can find information about our simulated mine. And then you can also see about how to book a tour.
I'm excited about it. The minute that Cynthia told me, when she sent me an email and said, hey, we want to get these people on the show.
Yeah, Cynthia's my assistant. She's a great addition to our group.
And she's the one that we thank for getting you in here today. By the the way, the website and related links, we always put those on the Talking Solutions Facebook page along with the podcast of our discussion today. It's the McCaw School of Mines. On the campus of Gordon McCaw Elementary School in Henderson, we're going to have all the links, information, and everything along with the podcast on our Talking Solutions Facebook page. Mining is a far bigger part of our past than a lot of our school kids know. And certainly it's a big part of our future, even though mentally you may say, well, that's all in northern Nevada. It's still Nevada. There's stuff going on down here as well. It's a big part of the future. And we talk on this show all the time about STEM and STEAM education, but I don't know how much time we've spent focusing on mining as part of that.
Yeah. And of course, we're excited with what's happened with Gordon McCaw next to us. They were just given a huge award, a national award for emerging STEAM academies. They were picked as the #1 emerging STEAM academy here about a month ago. So it's exciting to be associated with a school that's doing such great things as Gordon McCaw.
People just look down their noses at us when it comes to education. There are some really bright spots, education-wise, in our state. We just need to recognize it and celebrate it.
My understanding is that the 2 schools that were recognized at that national convention here, I think it was about a month ago, Gordon McCaw was selected as the #1 emerging STEAM academy, and the one that was ranked as the best STEAM academy was also here from Las Vegas. I can't think of the name of them right off the top of my head, but if you look it up, it would tell you. But they were both from Las Vegas.
Yes. I celebrate when we do something really great when it comes to education.
You know, that reminds me of one thing, though, I hadn't mentioned. Mm-hmm. One of the things that we do every fall around Halloween time is we convert our entire mine to a haunted mine.
Of course, that fits.
And we have it open to the public for kids to come through, and we have candy for the kids, and they can go through our haunted mine and see it in a little different light. And so that's one time where public is able to come through and see us in a little different light, so to speak. We'll be doing that again this year for a number of days. Again, on the website, it will tell you all about that. But our haunted mines each year is a great time for the community.
That sounds like fun. Haunted mine, that just fits for the Halloween. The website again is
McCawMines.org, McCawMines.org.
McCawMines.org. Phil, is there anything I'm forgetting?
I think we've covered just about everything. We've been here a long time, and we're not going anywhere. We're looking forward to expanding even more and having more people find out about us. I know we may be tucked away in Henderson. We're actually right behind City Hall. We're just off of downtown Henderson, but we're easy to find, and it's an exciting place. We're a family-friendly destination experience, and we'd like to get to the place where we can even be open for families that want to come and all that, and that's going to come down the road as we continue to expand. But we want to share that vision with everyone that's visiting our state as well.
An educational experience. It's also very entertaining.
It is.
It's the McCaw School of Mines. On the campus of Gordon McCaw Elementary School in Henderson, we're going to have all the links, information, and everything, along with the podcast on our Talking Solutions Facebook page. Phil Luna, this has been very informative. I can't wait to go check this out for myself.
Oh, good. We'd love to have you, Terry.
Let us help you spread the word. It sounds to me like you don't have any trouble booking up, but we could have you open more and open it up to even more individuals to come and see you.
Yes, that'd be great.
Phil Luna, Executive Director of the McCaw School of Mines Foundation. Thanks for joining us today on Talking Solutions.
Thanks for having me.